Welcome, everyone, to the May 16th meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in reciting the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my right is fellow Commissioner Jeff Benton, Vice President. To my left, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, our Administrator Tracy Davies, and our Deputy Administrator Don Houston, and our clerks Jennifer Walraven and Sarah DeNovo. And Jennifer, take it away.
Resolution number 22-384, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held May 12th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-384. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today, so that brings us to item number 3, resolution number 22-385, in the matter of approving purchase orders and in-house certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0513.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-385. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-386, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-386. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-387, in the matter of a new liquor license request from Pickle Shack LLC with forwarding to the Ohio Division of Liquor Control with no objections and no requests for a hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-387. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-388, in the matter of accepting the treasurer's reports for the months of March and April 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-388. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-389, in the matter of canceling the commissioners' sessions scheduled for Monday, June 13th, 2022, Thursday, June 16th, 2022, Thursday, July 21st, 2022, and Monday, July 25th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-389. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-390, in the matter of canceling the commissioners' sessions scheduled for Thursday, July 14th, Thursday, August 4th, and Thursday, August 11th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-390. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-391, in the matter of delegating temporary authority to the county administrator.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-391. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-392, in the matter of approving the First Amendment to the contract between the Board of Delaware County Commissioners, the Delaware County Common Pleas Court, and Maryhaven Incorporated to perform services and provide assessments to be used by the Delaware County Common Pleas Court to determine eligibility for intervention in lieu of conviction.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion,
Good morning, Commissioners. Kristen Schultz, Court Administrator for the General Division of the Common Pleas Court. Asking you to approve this First Amendment. This is a long-standing contract that we've had with Maryhaven for them to perform assessments for us for our intervention in lieu of conviction.
okay. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-392. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 22-393, in the matter of approving school resource officer intergovernmental agreements between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners, the Delaware County Sheriff, and Big Walnut Local Schools, Olentangy Local Schools, Buckeye Valley Local Schools, and the Delaware Area Career Center.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion,
Good morning,
Welcome.
Commissioners. Dave Wiseman, Delaware County Sheriff's Office. Also with me is Sergeant Mike Scally, who oversees the SROs. Just briefly, the contract in front of you covers 11 SROs that we have, that we cover jurisdictional-wise. That breakdown is we have 7 SROs at Old Tangi. 4 of those are at each high school, then the other 3 at the middle school and elementary schools. The Career Center has 1 SRO. Buckeye Valley has 2 SROs, 1 at the high school and 1 that covers the middle school and elementary, and Big Walnut has 1 SRO. This is a contract, it's the same in the past. It's a 50-50 shared obligation there. We see great benefit in the community, being involved in the community with the kids, et cetera, out on the school property and that line. Something possibly down the road to look at, Old Tangi's also discussed with us adding 2 more SROs, which we'll be bringing back at our budget time at that point. They have another middle school coming on board, and so that's where our discussion is, futuristic plans potentially.
Great. Any questions? Just like to thank you. Well, first of all, thank you for being here and always protecting us. And it's just great. I mean, the SROs just do a wonderful job, and I always hear great things. I think, calming influence and for the students too, the questions that they can ask and the help that they can get. And it's really such an important program, so.
Thank you for your
You're welcome. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-393. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Page 34. Resolution number 22-394, in the matter of authorizing the use of procurement cards for the regional sewer district.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So this is a P card for our asset control specialist. He's a new hire and is doing a lot of our repair kit purchasing and interfacing with our vendors and things like that, and it would be helpful for him to have a P card.
Great. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-394. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-395, in the matter of approving a cash lease to Gar Mar Farms for the lease of Delaware County farmland located at 6579 Moore Road, Delaware, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
This is at Lower Scioto. We have 44 acres of farmland that is currently farmed. We put a bid out in April and didn't get any bids back, so we offered to the neighboring farmer if they could give us a reasonable offer to farm our land, that they could go into contract with us. So that's kind of what we're doing here. It's a reduced rate from what we got last year. I think we'll get about $4,700 this year. Versus the $9,000 we got last year, but we plan to advertise in November for a 4-year contract and expect that because we'll be within those crop insurance deadline timeframes that we'll get good bids on that one.
I think we mentioned earlier that might have been a little late when we
Yeah,
reached out.
right.
What are the long-term plans for that property? We're gonna just hang on to it since it's part of the sewer plant there?
Yeah, I think we would be up for discussions if there were any needs, but yeah, we don't have any real plans on our end.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-395. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-396, in the matter of setting the bid date and time to receive bids for the Berlin Business Park Pump Station and the Berlin Business Park Force Main projects.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
So we're excited to get this one out to bid. The pump station portion of the project is, engineer's estimate is $2.77 million, and the force main is $3.84 million. So we're right at $6.5 million for the total project cost. We plan to advertise starting tomorrow and then open the bids on June 15th. So we would expect them to be breaking ground within the next month or so after that.
And completion?
Completion is currently scheduled for roughly June of 2023. We're hoping to escalate it a little quicker than a year, but with the equipment timeframes, with purchasing right now, yeah, we're gonna do what we can on that.
The road is in, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Driven by there, looked like it was almost done, so.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not totally sure, let Lee speak to that when he's up here, but I think it should be wrapping up though.
We'll ask Lee when he's up.
Yeah, there you go.
So, okay, thank you.
Sure.
It's an important project to
Yeah.
get
Yes.
this ready.
Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-396. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-397, In the matter of approving a contribution agreement with Northstar Residential Development LLC for preliminary and final professional design services for upgrades at the Northstar Water Reclamation Facility.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
So this is a project where Nationwide was interested in developing the spray fields that are currently planned for future phases of the plant expansion. Right now, they use the golf course as the spray irrigation fields that the effluent discharges into the pond, and then the pond irrigates the golf course currently. In the future, the golf course wouldn't be enough land. They would have to also have designated spray fields. Nationwide wants to develop those, so in an effort to do that, we're trying to get an effluent discharge to a stream versus discharging to the pond. So we would get rid of it's called a LAMP permit, the Land Application Management Plan. Get rid of that and have a full discharge to Little Walnut Creek. So this is, both of these next two resolutions are for the design services to perform that project, as well as a cost-sharing contribution agreement between us and Nationwide. We've agreed that Nationwide will pay 74% of the project and the county will pay 26% based on what we need regardless of this project versus and what Nationwide needs to be able to get those spray fields available for their use. So this contract is $307,000. So the split would be the county's portion is $79,820, and Nationwide's portion is $227,180. And then this arrangement would go through construction as well. I think we're anticipating roughly $2 million. That would be split 74-26.
Okay.
When would this work be completed, do you think?
So we're just going to be kicking off design here in the near future. You know, we're anticipating some back and forth with the EPA to get that discharge. I'm thinking, roughly a 1-year design effort and then another 1-year construction effort is kind of typical on these types of projects.
Okay.
You don't anticipate any issues getting the discharge approved?
We've had initial discussions and they've already given us limits, so I don't anticipate too many issues, but we are upstream of a Columbus drinking water source, so that'll be, an item that we'll have to work through as well, but we haven't had any pushback thus far.
Okay, vote please.
Vote on motion 22-397, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-398, in the matter of approving a professional services agreement with Hazen and Sawyer for the preliminary and final design services for the Northstar Water Reclamation Facility upgrades.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
So same project here, it's just the design effort, but just a couple things. Nationwide will be paying for the new filters, post-aeration, the force main effluent that would go to the stream, and then some aeration and chemical addition upgrades, which are going to be very beneficial to us as well. And then the county's portion is some valving, pipe work, a distribution box upgrade, some RAS header piping, and some just miscellaneous repairs to water lines. So yeah, that's kind of the agreement there, the 74-26 split.
Does the upgrades and increased capacity add to the area that this plant can service beyond the Northstar development?
No, not necessarily. We have plans for a future expansion that would double the size of the plant. That's going to be added, that's going to add the additional capacity in the future. But no, this project would just be strictly discharging to the stream at the existing capacity of the tankage and things that we have.
Okay, vote please.
Vote on motion 22-399, Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Thank you. And also while I'm here, I wanted to introduce our new Deputy Chief Building Official, Josh Wareham. He's sitting in the back there. He's working with Dwayne over at Building Safety. So those two are working in coordination. We're really excited to have Josh. He was the former director at the Franklin County Building Safety Department. So he comes to us with a lot of good experience, a real leader in the field, former military background, and we're really excited to have Josh on board. But he's going to stick around and meet all of you after
Welcome
the session
aboard.
here.
Oh,
Great, yeah, welcome.
that's great. Welcome. Very glad to have you.
We'll keep you busy.
Yeah, yes. Oh, yes. Okay.
Resolution number 22-399, in the matter of approving a drainage maintenance petition for Evans Farm, Section 3.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lee Bodnar, Administrator for the Engineer's Office. Before you for your consideration are 21 lots off of South Old State in Orange Township. It's been reviewed by all the necessary agencies, and we would recommend your approval into the county drainage program, maintenance program.
Questions, comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-399, Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-400. In the matter of approving a drainage easement vacation for the Heathers at Golf Village, Section 1.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, this is a Pulte development off of Sawmill Parkway in Liberty Township. It's the vacation of exactly 0.024 acres of a prior agreed upon drainage easement area. And it's been reviewed and it is approved for, it is up for your consideration for a vacation. I think I need a vacation too, by the way.
Yeah. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-400. Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-401. In the matter of approving developers agreement for Nelson Farm, Section 3.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, this is a developer's agreement for Nelson Farm, Section 3, on Liberty Road in Liberty Township. It's by Pulte Homes. It will include a new roadway and all the necessary road improvements, and we would recommend your approval.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-401. Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-402. In the matter of approving the plats of subdivision for Liberty Grand District Section 7, Liberty Grand District Section 9, Evans Farm Section 3, Lynetta Subdivision Lot 1233, Division Number 1, Pyatt Preserve Extension Section 1, and Pyatt Preserve Extension Section 2.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, it's quite a list there. Liberty Grand, Section 7 and 9 encompass 35 lots in 7 and 38 lots in Section 9. They're located in Liberty Township between Home Road and Hyatt's Road, and it's just off Eagles Landing. The Evans Farm, Section 3 is 60 lots at the reserve at Evans Farm. It's located in Orange Township, just east of South Old State. Lynetta Subdivision is a lot split in Genoa Township, just east of Tussock Street, and it's off of Lynetta Lane. Pyatt Preserve, Sections 1 and 2. Number 1 is 33 lots located in Berlin Township on Pyatt Road, between Gregory Road and Lackey Old State, and Pyatt Preserve, Section 2 is 24 lots located in Berlin Township on Pyatt Road between, again, the same place, Gregory Road and Lackey Old State. These have all been reviewed by the necessary agencies, and we would recommend your approval.
Any questions? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-402. Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-403, in the matter of approving a contract of sale and purchase between Matthew Hildebrand and Courtney Hildebrand and the Board of Delaware County Commissioners for the project known as Del CR 91-3.45 Berlin Station Road.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your approval, this is the procurement of property owned by the Hildebrands that would be necessary for the improvements to Berlin, Berlin Station Road, sorry about that. It's for the peanut-shaped roundabout project, and really, I kind of shy away from that term peanut shape. It's more of an oval shape with some concaved areas on the larger thoroughfares. A peanut roundabout, though it's nice to say, kind of opens up all kinds of ideas of what that could look like. So it's really an oval-shaped roundabout. This property will allow us to move forward with that project.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-403. Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-404, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, before you are 9 utility permits. They're standard utility permits with nothing out of the ordinary to share.
Okay, vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-404. Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Resolution number 22-405, in the matter of approving a transfer of appropriations, a transfer of funds, and a supplemental appropriation for the engineer's office.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, Commissioners, for your approval, this is moves appropriations for the 2022 road improvement program, and it's for the contribution to the Bexby campus project.
Okay. Questions or comments? Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-405. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you, Commissioners. You did mention about the roadway, Parkway. I did get just an update here moments ago. That will be paved today and tomorrow with striping, probably Wednesday and Thursday if the rain holds off. Top seeding, mulch will be the end of the week. So early next week, that roadway will be completed.
Oh, okay, good.
And that was distracting me because we were doing some back and forth on there, so I apologize for that. I'll give you my full attention next time, I promise. Have a great day.
Thanks, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Resolution number 22-406, in the matter of approving transfer of funds.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Karen First, Fiscal Manager. We're asking your approval on the following transfer of funds. The first one is from the Title Administration to the General Fund, and the next three are to the Capital Improvements Reserve Fund from the General Fund. And the first of those three represents the first quarter casino distribution to the county, and it's still above pre-COVID levels. And then the second one of that group is the $1.9 million. That's what we originally budgeted in the 2022 budget for our portion of the Bixby project. And the next one is the $500,000, which is the second half of the Clerk of Court's funds that she is giving us for the Bixby project. And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I guess I'd like to acknowledge the Clerk of Courts for her contribution out of the title fund to the Bixby project. Very, very nice of her to contribute significant funding to that very important project. So thank you, Natalie Fravel.
I'd like to just reinforce that. I think she runs a very efficient department,
Oh, yes.
a lot of title business around outside our county, and kudos to her and her department.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Vote, please.
Vote on motion 22-406. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen.
Administrator report.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just wanted to mention a few things today. Dawn and I will be meeting with the Montrose Group later this afternoon to discuss our applicants for the Economic Development Director position. So hopefully we'll have some positive results from that meeting today, and we'll keep you informed. And then also just wanted to mention that I spent some time Friday with the sheriff and some of his team members out at the shooting range just to kind of observe what's going on out there in relationship to the transfer station and the construction that's going on. So I wanted to thank them for allowing me to go out there. And that's all I have today.
I have nothing to report. Thank you.
Commissioner Benton.
See, just a few things. Went to the Westville State of the City presentation Thursday evening. Very well attended. It was at the Renaissance. They had a presentation by the city manager, and her name's Monica.
Ireland.
How do you say it?
Ireland?
Yeah, Ireland, that's it. And she's relatively new, she's been there for a little while, but did a nice job, very nice presentation, a lot of good things going on in the city of Westerville. And the second part of it was recognition of some local citizens who did, just extraordinary contributions to the community. So that was very nice. Now, the Economic Development Director, Jason Bechtel, got up and spoke about Weststar in particular. And they've really, I didn't realize they'd accumulated, they've got 5 major corporations as they're using that organization, that area as their headquarters. Central Iowa Primary Care, Ortho One is building a new one. Vertiv, which is the old Liebert organization, and then DHL, which was a home run, huge get. And there's one other, I can't remember the fifth, but anyway, 5 significant corporations located their headquarters there, and those are all in Delaware County. So great, great work by Westerville, collaboration. We've helped on some of those with the Finance Authority in particular, I know. Very, very encouraging. It's just a really nicely developed area.
Right.
The State of the Business Summit is tomorrow. Jamie Dimon, chair of Chase, is coming in to speak at the State House. I'll be going to that. Should be very interesting. The Rapid 5, there was a luncheon where the Rapid 5 organization headed by Dr. Amy Acton, presented their plans. At this stage, it's very early, but their plans for the 5 major waterways in central Ohio, 4 of which go through Delaware County. So I was particularly interested in what she had to say. And basically what they're trying to do is get them, get the public and the community more engaged in using those waterways in a positive way for recreation or whatever. And coordinating with parks and trails, to try to get, again, just more positive use of the waterways, parks and trails really near those. So anyway, they're very early in the process, just getting the nonprofit established and going. So we'll continue to monitor, and obviously we'd love to help, since 4 of those 5 waterways are very important to Delaware County. Morph C we had our regular meeting. I went to that then. Metropolitan Transportation Plan is being updated this year. It's every 4 years. So we'll see how Delaware County works out in those future plans. But we got a lot of projects that should be in those plans. So anyway, that's it.
Okay. All right, Commissioner Merrill, what can you add?
I just have a couple things. Tomorrow night, foster care, the parents who, so I will be attending that, and I think that's, again, it's our opportunity to say thank you to really a special group of people that go the extra mile to help those in need in our county. And I was at the Arts Festival on Sunday, and I saw Commissioner Benton there as well.
Very well attended.
It was a huge crowd. I got there about 12:30, as I remember, after church, and a huge crowd. I don't know what it's like on Saturday, if there's anything like on Sunday. They had a fantastic, and a lot of vendors.
A lot of vendors. Good quality merchandise. They're really neat artists.
And that's all I have.
Well, let's see, Lake of the Woods held their annual meeting yesterday, and so, which I attended, of course. And just mentioning Westerville, that the whole area, Weststar, is really taken off. And I just want to give a special shout out to Jason Bechtel. He's become now their deputy. He's the #2 man now.
Right.
And, but he's, boy, I mean, brought these corporations in, and we all enjoy going to the Renaissance too. So
It's
just a
a great
beautiful.
addition to our county.
Yeah, it really is. It's great.
Yeah, they call it the medical mile.
Do the, oh, I didn't realize that.
Because there are, aside
yeah.
from COPC and Local 1, there's a number of other smaller, but still not small.
Yeah, COPC just keeps expanding.
Huge.
All the different buildings there. And,
I've had more than my fair share of occasions to use Ortho One out that location. But,
yeah, closer to home, yeah. And I will be there tomorrow night too. The appreciation dinner for the foster parents is really such a special time, and they deserve all the credit that we can give them. We do have need for executive session.
We do. Resolution number 22-407, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, compensation of a public employee or public official for collective bargaining.
So moved.
second?
Discussion vote.
Vote on motion 22-407. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye, we are now recessed into